The coffee beans, because of the volcanic soil, have a lot of flavor. It's a very mild flavor, but very flavorful as well.
Your Costa Rican, the volcanic regions really might have inspired the whole brand, obviously with the name involved. So tell us more about the Costa Rican volcanic regions.
Yeah, so the most popular coffee growing region in Costa Rica is the Tarrazú area, which is a very mountainous, goes up to 5,000 feet above sea level, south of San Jose, and very steep. The coffee beans, because of the volcanic soil, have a lot of flavor. It's a very mild flavor, but very flavorful as well. And because of the elevations, the beans are also very dense. It's a harder bean. In fact, there's a designation, strictly hard bean,
Huh.
HSB, that is used in the industry because of that. But yeah, so coffee, being from Costa Rica, I was pretty much, I came here when I was a baby. But it was funny. My mom would tell the stories about, she would assist with her father, which is my grandfather, in the harvest, when they're out in the, because my grandfather was a teacher, let me just say that, and he would work out in the rural areas of Costa Rica. And in the rural areas where the coffee bean farms were, they would assist during the harvest time with picking coffee beans off the trees.
Huh.
So it's kind of neat. So there was the connection going back, a couple generations in our family.
So really, I mean, I guess there's been a coffee influence throughout generations of your family, it sounds like.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so for the longest time, for decades, maybe probably even a century, up until this century, coffee was the number one product for Costa Rica. Today it's tourism, but coffee for the longest time. And so coffee always was part of, growing up. I always had coffee. My parents were always drinking coffee. We had coffee every morning.
Wow. Well, just because you bring that up, and not to segue too much, but if somebody wanted to visit Costa Rica, maybe even a coffee lover, is there a place you can recommend as far as an area to come visit, or is that out of your sight?
Yeah, yeah. So actually, one of the farms that we work with, Finca Las Mercedes, actually has an Airbnb right on their plantation, and we've had several customers that have made trips there and have stayed at the house there. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's in a farm, but
Right.
it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
That would be amazing. I love traveling. I'm not literally in the same city more than 4 or 5 days in a row right now. So the idea of, as long as there's good Wi-Fi, the idea of going down there for a couple of days sounds amazing. So I may follow up with you about that to hear more.
Okay, and they do have good Wi-Fi.
Is that right? Okay, outstanding, perfect.